it's your girl Sherri, and I want to thank you for joining us for another Say That Sherri podcast show on today. I am sitting here with the most lovely, the most awesome, the most wonderful Miss Jennifer.
You are so awesome. I thought you were going to say Jennifer. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm okay.
That's good. It's good. So good to see you.
Same.
All right. Well, I hope everybody's week was great. I hope everything was blessed and awesome on today. So I have no idea what's on your mind or what we want to talk about today. So why don't you, I guess, I don't know, let me know. What we got going on? I know the weather is like back and forth with us right now.
It's so annoying.
It is.
I mean, because I was outside with my toes out.
I was too.
Like I had the toes out.
I know. And then it was like, put them back. I was like.
And it was snowing.
It was snowing.
What's really going on?
I was like, I put my coat away.
Exactly. I'm not bringing mine back out.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to adjust.
Yeah. It better. Okay, I got an icebreaker.
Oh, okay.
2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay, so let me see. I was offered a part on Broadway.
Okay.
I've been divorced twice.
Okay.
And I have 2 sisters.
That's a lie.
Which one's a lie?
You have 2 sisters.
I do have 2 sisters.
Stop it! I thought you had one. I'm sorry, sister. I'm sorry, other sister.
I do have 2 sisters.
2 sisters?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's the truth. Okay, so the only thing that I would know, okay, then it's the Broadway.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
That was the lie.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. 2 truths and a lie. Tell me.
I studied Chinese through high school.
Okay.
I spent time in Russia.
Mm.
And I used to take Taekwondo classes.
Oh, all of these. Okay. I'm gonna say the spent time in Russia.
No, I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
And I traveled with the gospel group.
Yeah. Something else.
Right, yeah. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Russia. I'm from the east side.
And I was in Russia. That is amazing, though.
Yeah, So what else?
You ain't take no Chinese.
Ni hao.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness.
I did. I can't speak much of it now.
So you can't fight no Taekwondo then.
Oh, I'm gonna just pretend. I'm gonna kick a leg out. I'm gonna spin. I'm gonna fake it. I can't do.
Well, you know my husband's a 2nd degree black belt.
Stop playing.
In Taekwondo.
Are you serious?
For sure.
I'm gonna have to have him show me a move so I can use
it. Yeah. Listen, and that don't get him started.
Okay, don't ask him.
Listen, you can ask him, but I'm trying to tell you that's his thing. Like he go to kick it at the air. I can't watch TV good.
Stop
he
it.
just gets up off the couch and just start doing
Well,
Taekwondo moves.
Fun,
I'd be like, what is you doing?
That's fun though. Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Not.
Okay. He's trying to. That's the ADHD that kicks in.
Okay, listen. He gonna see this now.
Listen.
Okay.
Just start kicking at the air.
Okay. So today,
yes, ma'am. What are we doing?
We are gonna talk about women in particular being able to help each other, like women helping women.
Okay. Okay.
And why it seems like that that either happens or it doesn't happen. I have an opinion about it. I don't really think that women do much helping of pulling each other up. In particular, maybe black women. I don't know about other cultures, but we can only speak for us. But so tell me what you think. Do you think in particular that women help each other or have a hard time helping each other?
A little bit of both. What I'll say is this. I think that we have gotten better.
Okay.
With it now than what we used to in the past.
Are you speaking just women in general or like African American women, us?
African American women mostly. I think we have gotten better with bridging that gap of us working together.
Okay.
I think it used to be kind of worse than what it was now.
Okay.
Just as far as, I'm just talking about speaking from my generation and what I've seen.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think that it's more of a movement now
I
of
agree.
a sisterhood
Yeah.
of us supporting one another more so than what we used to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because I think that we're realizing that we can grow together if we work together.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of one of the reasons why I believe in blessing the businesses. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is because I believe in sowing into one another.
Right.
The problem lies though is, when can we keep it business even though we're friends?
Okay.
So that's the biggest like little hang up, right? Because I'm trying to say it as nicely as I possibly can.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody want to hook up,
Right. Right.
right?
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, why? Why do you
Right.
feel you're entitled to a hookup?
Right.
Just because you my girl, because you my
Right.
sister, you my cousin.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I still run a business. I run a
Right.
business every single day, right?
Uh-huh.
So you would pay, anybody else, but you don't want to pay your friend. That just don't make sense to me. Like, a person won't rock your apparel unless you get him a discount. Why? You know what I mean? I don't need a discount.
Okay.
I want, and not to say that it's not good to give discounts or promotional things or stuff to people, but anytime somebody wants to bless me in their business, I feel like that's their option. It's never anything I expect.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
how I feel, right? I think that that's only polite. If I come to you and get a service done, right? Because
Yeah.
you do a wonderful job on my lashes.
Thank you.
Just saying,
Yes,
okay?
I do lashes.
Yes, it's my esthetician as well. She has
Uh-huh.
many talents over here. But what I'm saying is that if y'all come to you and get a service done, and you say, "Oh, Sherri, you don't have to pay me today. This one on me,"
Right.
or this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Right.
But I'm never walking in
Right.
expecting, "Oh, this is Jen, this is my girl.
No, you're
So
right.
she just gonna do my eyes for
Yeah,
me."
I
No,
got
ma'am.
you. Right.
I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You
Okay.
run a business. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's kind of the part of our reason, part of our problem, I should say. I'm sorry. Part of our problem as to women working with women sometimes is we get a little frustrated with our own kind, the African American women, because it's like, I'm not spending all this time on your hair, on your nails, on your this, on your that. You feel what I'm saying?
4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I mean? And then you don't want to pay
discount,
me.
Right.
You know?
So so I want to make sure I get what you're saying. You're saying that our friendships get in the way of us making business choices. They can get in the way of us making business choices.
They can get in the way of us making business choices, and it can get in the way of us partnering together in business, right? The way we treat each other means a lot. Like,
Yeah.
it's a respect factor, right? For me to come to your place of business and get a service done, it's a respect that I give you to pay you. But then at the same time, our friendships can cloud how you treat me as well. Because,
Right.
you can go, your homegirl do your hair, and she go pick up the kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She got to take 20 minutes to argue with her man on the phone. She got to, she got to go step out and go get something to eat. She got to come back. She got to go run some. And you sit here going,
Come
I
on
had
now.
a whole
Right.
appointment.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I'm paying
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
I'm not getting my hair done
Right.
for
My
free.
time is
My time
Right,
is
it's my time,
valuable.
right.
So, I think that plays a big part of it too. Because,
Okay.
sometimes in business, people get lax because it's their people.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
It's my friend. She'll be all right. I get to her later.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's like, that's not the case at all. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think, we get offended if our friend go to somebody else.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I've learned,
lollygagging.
right. But I've learned in business, I don't get offended if my
Right.
friends don't come to me. I
Yeah.
feel like they have their own personal reasons why they don't. It's nice if they do. It's great if they do come to me and say if they want to buy a house or something like that, or if they want to sell their house and they come to me and ask me to sell their house, or help them find a home or anything like that. I love to help them. That's
Right.
fine. But if they don't, I had to learn early on in business not to take it personally.
You're not losing any sleep.
No, because
Okay.
sometimes people don't want you in their business like that.
True.
Depending,
Yeah.
and then it depending on how close you guys are or
Yeah.
how tight you guys are. Sometimes they don't want the relationship to be tainted because some of your friends is real difficult to work with. You don't really
Yeah.
want them as clients, no way.
Listen. I know.
I'm just gonna be real. You really don't want them as clients.
I know. Like, I love you, sis.
Hey, I love you, but we gonna fall out. Like, for
Exactly.
real. So you
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22 with that as well.
Okay.
So I never lose, and you talking your personal friends, close friends of the family, stuff like that. So anytime somebody doesn't use me for something, I'm never really like, it's like okay. I'm one of those people. I'm a firm believer in what God has for me is for me.
Right.
So
I agree.
if he didn't have you come to me for whatever reason that is, that's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's probably a good thing.
Right. Exactly. Maybe we both dodged a bullet.
Maybe we both dodged. Maybe that's probably why we're still friends.
Exactly. Okay.
But don't try to pimp my services though either.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's another thing though. Don't do that in business, and people do that in business too.
Yeah.
They want to call you. They want to call you up and ask you all your advice, all your professional opinion, and then run back and take it somewhere else. No, if you working with somebody, work with that person.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then people have to come back to me for me to fix things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll fix it for
Yeah.
you. But yeah, don't come to me and be like, oh, what's this, what's that? So you can go
it's
back
a
and tell
user
everybody
type of
else.
a mentality
Yes.
you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, so what about in instances where there isn't a friendship there, but there's an acquaintance, or there's some level of professionalism, but not a true like friendship? Do you think it's easier to help in those situations, help pull other women up or help them with new opportunities as opposed to friends? Why?
Yep. Because they respect you differently than your friends do. Your friends become too common with you. I know, but they do. See, you got to think too, especially when we have the mindset of, we all on the same playing field.
Yeah.
Or how well do you respect what I do for a living, right? Yeah. So if you really respect what I do for a living, then you trust my opinion, my decision, what I'm telling you, everything else. If you still kind of doubt what I do as a profession, then you don't really trust what I'm telling you, right? Well, somebody that don't know me that well, right? Or they don't see me on my bad days, or they don't see me when I'm not as professional, or I don't have, you know what I mean? Because if you're close to me, you might see those sides of me, right? And those are the sides that you hold against me. But somebody that doesn't know me and don't see that part of me, they gonna roll with me. They gonna let, you know what I mean? It's a little bit more organic, and they'll be like, I don't have that problem with her. She does everything for me. She does everything professional the way I ask her to do it. You know what I mean? So, and then a lot of times, sometimes those are the best relationships to build on. Is the ones that we don't have any preconceived notions of each other. We don't have any preconceived ideas, or I'm not already judging you how you are. Because women, we judgy.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we can't get along half the time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But we are.
Because we too judgy.
We judge everything.
We judge everything.
We judge our mothering. We judge our sistering. We judge our wiving.
Yeah.
I'm going to make those words.
Yeah, wiving. You know what I'm saying?
We judging it all.
We judging it all. We're way too judgy. Right? And the moment that, we're way too judgy and we're way too unforgiving. We can't never make a mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't make a mistake as your sister and we just say, you know what, I'm sorry. Like I dropped the ball. I messed up on that. Can you forgive me for it? It's like we get mad at each other and we stay mad. You know what I'm saying? It'd be 3 years later and y'all still, you see each other out at the barbecue or something. You eyeballing her, she eyeballing you like... And it's like, girl, it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
What are we don't even remember what we really mad about.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, because we're so unforgiving of each other and just our actions. And it makes it hard for us to work together and pull each other up.
Right.
And it's like, why? Why can't we forgive one another when you make the same mistakes I do? You see what I'm saying? We both dealing with insecurities of, are we good enough? You know what I'm saying? Am I doing my best? Am I being the best version of me? You know, am I controlling my temper? Am I locking down my sister girl attitude?
Right.
And I know how to put her in check. Am I operating more in my spirit and not my flesh? We all dealing with the same battle.
Right.
So if I know you dealing with the same thing I'm dealing with, then why is it that you can't give me grace?
Right.
Why you can't give me some forgiveness?
Right.
That just it makes it hard.
No, you're right.
But we'll forgive everybody else.
That's what I was just about to say, because there's a level of forgiveness that I know that a lot of people have with their families that they don't offer to other relationships.
But there's some forgiveness you give to other relationships that you won't give to your family.
That's true too.
Right?
Right.
You,
So what's it boiled down to then? You know, why is it so hard to see Tanisha, who you know needs some help, in your field, right? Why is it hard to go up to her and say, hey, listen, I see what you're doing, you know, where you could benefit from. Let me show you.
Is Tanisha willing to listen?
Okay, so that's one thing. Is she willing to listen?
And you don't want to offend nobody. We're so easily offended in this day and age. We're so easily offended. Somebody come up to you and say, hey, I could polish you a little bit better.
Right.
I could show you how to do something a little bit,
Yeah,
a little bit more than what you're doing. I mean, y'all doing a good job, but I can make it crispier, right?
Right.
If you would just allow me to do so, right? The first thing a person do is, what you mean? Polish me. I'm already polished. You feel what I'm saying? Like the attitude come versus saying, oh, they might be able to help me out. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, okay, we have we got this tug of war that we like to play with everybody. So it's like a person damned if they do, they damned if they don't.
Right.
If I don't ask you anything, then I'm not supportive of my sisters. I don't want to help you out. I don't want to pull you up. But then if I come to you and say, hey, I can help you do this better. Oh, she judging me. She thinks she better than me. You feel what I'm saying? So what do you do?
So I have a little story. I worked. I've worn many hats, but
all of us.
I worked in banking once, and I had a manager who did me like that. She was like, there was some situation that happened one day, and she thought I was wrong, and I made an error. She just was like, come on, let me talk to you about it. She was like, you messed up, and she was harsh in her delivery. Very, very harsh, but she was older.
Okay.
And so it made it easier for me to receive it.
Because she was older.
So, like, should older women be offering that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, should that become the responsibility of the older women? Because I know in families that happens. Grandma gonna call you out, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because this day and age, they have a problem respecting elders, child. So I don't know,
True.
But I was trained in real estate by an older lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I used to go home crying some days. But what I say, it toughened my skin, though.
Know, right?
I can take some blows, though. I mean, like, you know what I mean? So I believe that, yes, as you get older and grow, like if you can find that lady that done it, and she might be a hard, and she, she might be difficult to deal with, but I think that, guess what? You'll learn a lot from her because it'll toughen your skin over time. It'll make you more resilient, and it will make you be able to bounce back, and people won't be able to hurt your feelings so easily, because our feelings, and my bishop has been teaching an awesome word on emotions, because our feelings and our emotions, that's what's tying us up in business. That's what's tying us up with our money. That's what's tying us up with our mindsets
Big
over
time.
everything, right? It's how we feeling today.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? So if I approach you on the right day and say, hey, girl, I got this business proposition. We could get together and do this. Now, depending on how you feeling, you might say, oh, this is so good. This is a great opportunity, right? But if you and one of y'all, I half like her anyway, I'm a little jealous of her anyhow, and she roll up on me, it's going to be like, yeah, no, thank you. You know what I mean? And then soon as I go do the idea with somebody else and the business take off, the first thing you'll say is, why you ain't say nothing to me? Why you ain't invite me? I'm like, I tried to, and you wasn't in the mood that day. You know what I mean? So
jealousy gets in the way.
Oh, jealousy gets in the way big time.
Why we got to be like that? Why can't we all just
Because we
get along?
insecure.
So I got a question, a bigger question.
Okay.
It's a real big question.
Oh.
Because it's layered.
Okay.
Speaking historically, our history in this country as Black women in general. I mean, specifically, um, how much do you think that plays into our like psyche of how we help each other?
Well, society has made it seem like, we should hate one another for whatever reason we can find, right?
Right.
If she's more educated than me, if she's
Mm-hmm.
prettier than me, if she's younger than me, if she's wiser than me, is her husband finer than mine? She got more money than I do. Anything. She light skinned, I'm brown skinned. If she brown skinned and I'm light
That
skinned. If
color
your hair
difference,
long, your hair
foolishness.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what the world makes us look at to try to compare ourselves to one another. And so they create this competition and they create this jealousy amongst us that really is not even there. I'm not judging you whether you light skin or not. Right. I'm not judging you, whether you got more money than me or not. I'm not judging you whether you got a college degree or not. Right. I'm judging you how you treat me and how your heart is. That's what we have to get to. I just need to know the heart and the integrity of the person. That's what we need to look at, right? If we stuck it there and we said, okay, how does her heart is? Oh, she's pure at heart. She genuine. She hardworking. You know what I mean? She got a good head on her shoulders. She do right by people. That's what you want to focus on.
Okay.
Not all this other superficial stuff. Because a
Okay.
lot of times why we don't like somebody is mad superficial.
Yeah.
It's some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Like seriously, everything I just named was all superficial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You mad because somebody make more money than you?
Right.
You know what I mean? You're mad because this person, you have a degree and they don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, you pledged this and they didn't. Like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I got deltas and AKAs in my family. Pick a side.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I got some zetas. You know what I mean? It's like I got people. I got all of the sisterhoods attached to me in some form of fashion, right? So I'm not sitting up here going, "Well, I can't mess with them because of this." No, it's all love at the end of the day, and we're all sisters at the end of the day. And if we can just get in our minds that we do better together, we'll propel a whole lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
And don't be trying to up your prices because of who people are sometimes.
Ain't that crazy? People do it though.
All the time. All the time.
That's a thing.
That's a thing. I've seen it
I know.
all the time.
Isn't that bad?
Yeah. Terribleness. It's like, okay, so you're going to charge me more because it's me? Okay, amen.
Because I got
Okay,
it.
I got it. She didn't have to pay that, but I got to pay
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if
Yeah.
your price is your price, okay,
that's what the
cool.
price
But you know what I'm
is.
saying?
Yeah.
You going to go up extra 20% because she
Dang.
be like, she got it.
Dang.
You see the car she drove up in and was like, oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, up her invoice. 20%. She can pay that. She got it.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So if there was 3 points that you could encourage women on, as far as like, women helping women that they can implement for themselves today, moving forward. Like what would be the 3 things that you can tell women like, hey y'all, we need to do this, this, and this?
Okay. One, we should consider how we want to be treated in business. So we should look at ourselves first and say to ourselves, okay, if I'm starting a new business, if I'm starting a new venture and I'm going out here, how would I want somebody to embrace me? How would I want somebody to help me? What would I like for them to do? And be that.
Gotcha. Okay. That's
Okay.
good. That's really good.
And
Yeah.
be that. Be exactly what you want somebody to do for you. Okay. I would say number 1. Number 2, research who you want to go in business with. Pray about it. Seek some counseling on it, some guidance on it. Amen.
Okay.
A lot of times we get in business with people because we hear they're in a certain field, but their spirit don't match ours. Their integrity don't match ours. Their intentions don't match ours. Right?
Right.
And the business goes sour or it goes bad because we didn't use any type of discernment. We didn't use any type of prayer. We had no guidance. We just jumped in relationship with somebody because why? We thought we was gonna make money. It was gonna sound good.
Right. Yeah.
No, not all the time.
Yeah.
So we gotta have some guidance. We gotta have some prayer. Don't be anxious for anything. Right? That's what the word declares.
Right.
So if that's the case, then you need to prep yourself, pay attention, get to know who you're working with a little bit, see their discernment, see how they work, see how their integrity is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before you go into business with them. And so I would definitely say that would be my number 2. I would have to definitely, I got to pray. I got some discernment on some things.
Okay.
And then number 3, I would say that once you decide this is who you're going to partner with, once you decide that this is what you're going to do, give them your all. Do something. Don't be halfway in, halfway out. If you can't 100% commit to something, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't waste their time and yours, because our time is the most precious thing that we have. So don't waste time, don't waste energy, and don't waste money on something you really don't want to do.
Right.
If you don't want to do it, then be honest and say you don't want to do it. But once you have committed yourself to it, then give it your all. And give each other forgiveness and grace to be able to make mistakes, to drop the ball, to be able to get back up again, and work that out.
Grace is huge.
Grace is, listen, I live on grace. I float on grace. Okay? I walk and talk on grace. Y'all don't understand. Because if it wasn't for the grace, man, I would be caught up in the rapture. He'd get me up out of here. He'd be like, just take her out. Just take her out the earth realm, okay? All the way around. She don't even I don't even know what's wrong with her. Seriously. But no.
That was good.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I would tell you.
Okay.
So I would say those things seriously. And I told you everything. You know me. I'm all about love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we love each other and we want to see the very best for one another, cancel out that jealousy.
Yeah.
Cancel out the closed-mindedness. Cancel out the judgmental attitude. If that is going to be a big factor for you, if you're going to judge everything the other person does, then don't do business with them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you married and you settled in your relationship and that person still sleep around and you think that's going to affect business, then okay, then don't mess with them. If it's that big of a deal to you. You feel what I'm saying? If her personal life affects your whole being today and you just can't get it together because of what she do on the weekend, then hey, don't mess with that. Don't mix with that. Amen. Right. That would be the biggest thing I would tell you.
Right.
Okay. But
well, that's a lot on sisterhood. I think that was great. As always, it's just it's important for us to be helping.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Older women helping younger women, women helping younger women, just pulling each other up. I think that's a
it's
big
some
deal.
young girls that can teach us some stuff, though.
Know.
These young people out here, they savvy. They smart.
Yeah.
They don't take no nonsense no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, they are liberated.
Like that,
I'm like,
okay.
Okay, they listen.
Yes.
They is good. Like
it's different. It's a completely different time.
I see it. Because I have 2 daughters and they're younger. You know what I mean? And I got one, she's 21, and then I got my youngest who's about to be 18. And they're just different breed. They're just a different,
in a really good way.
In a very good way. In a very, very good way. They a little bit more no nonsense than we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, y'all body that
right. Okay. I didn't have that.
I didn't have it. I was still like, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. They was like, we don't take this. I'll be like, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm gonna march with them.
I
ain't start the march, but I'm gonna get in line. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they're the women today, the young women today, they're intelligent and they have a lot going for them, and it's exciting to see when they use their powers for good. Right.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Thank you. No problem. So I guess we're gonna get out of here. Amen.
It's
Okay,
time.
it's time. It's
Uh-huh.
time. Okay, guys. Well, we thank you for joining us on another episode of Say That Sherri. We pray that it was a blessing to you. Got recharged on today. Don't forget to bless a business on my GoFundMe. We will see you live on a live show. If not, we'll catch you. Y'all stay prosperous. Y'all stay blessed. Tell somebody you love them. See y'all later. Peace.